welcome to another video. I hope everyone is doing amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. So I made a community poll and the majority voted some DIY decor that's just general that you can use every day. I think functional decor is also really good. So I haven't made this for some time, but I am really happy with the way that these projects came out. I'm sure you're going to love them. So I've had these gift boxes for a while in my craft room and I thought I'm sure I can do something with them. So I decided to make something that looks good but it's also practical. You don't need the lid, so let's just get rid of that. This is what you're going to need. And you are going to need some paint, so I've got this one here. You can actually use card if you like as well. I'm going to take my roller and apply some paint. I am doing this a little bit messy. I'm going to need several coats because this is a bright pink colour. I'm going to use my hot air gun as well just to speed the process up, so you can use your hairdryer. And make sure you do the inner bits as well because that's going to show. So this is one coat, and also using the sponge brush does give it a bit of a texture, but I don't mind it. If you want yours flat, the surface nice and smooth, then just use a regular paintbrush. That's one coat done, nice and dry. I'm going to go in with the other. So now we're going to be making some handles, and I'm going to be using this thick jute rope. I'm just going to cut it here, and then we will use this as a template to make sure that the other one is matching. So that's how much I need to cut on the other one. So just to make sure that I get the handles nice and even, I'm taking this stick, placing it inside, and then I'm just drawing where it needs to be. And I did the same for the other side as well. So we're going to just hot glue these in now in place where I have marked. And now we're going to do the other side, just adding hot glue to the bottom of my rope and the other side. And just sticking it where I have marked. I'm also adding hot glue just to the sides here to secure them in place. And to finish off, I'm just going to take some burlap and we're going to add it around and glue it in place, cut its size. So we'll start here, just adding hot glue to the centre. And then you can place whatever you like in there. I'm going to add a towel, maybe some soap. So here it is, isn't it a really beautiful transformation? And you get a sneak peek of the final project as well, and that's definitely worth hanging around for. I think you can even gift this as a little hamper, and don't forget you can always change it up to suit your colours and style. This decking board has been staring at me in my craft room for a while now, and I'm like, I'm gonna do something with you, just wait. And I've had it for a couple of years and finally I thought of something, and I'm really happy with the way this project came out actually. I think it might be my favourite. It's really high end, but it's also in a lovely rustic farmhouse style. And I'm also using these. These are actually little humans, they're supposed to be when you paint them, but I'm going to be using these as hooks instead. I'm going to have 4, and I'm just going to make sure that I've measured it in between to ensure it's all right before we nail it down. If you don't want to drill them in, you can just hot glue them on depending what you're going to be placing on here. So if you're placing something like a necklace, that's going to be fine with just hot glue. So I've just gone ahead and added a bit of detail at the top here with my laser engraver. Bless his home, I think that's quite nice. And you can place it wherever you like, in your bedroom, in the entrance of your home, maybe your bathroom. So as you can see, I've placed 2 pegs at the bottom. I'll just show you how to do that with the other 2. So I'm starting with my screws. I've made the holes here. Place the screws in. So once you see the nail come through, take your peg, place it in. I have made holes in them as well. So I'm placing it in, and then we're going to drill through. The next thing you want is a mirror. So I've got this one here, and I've just unscrewed the little nails holding the backing in so we can get the mirror out. Next, you're going to need an embroidery hoop, and you just want the inner circle here. So I've just removed that from this, and we're going to glue it in the center. You're going to bring the mirror back, and that's going to go right here. I'm just going to use hot glue to secure these on because I think that's strong enough. I'm really happy with the way that this has come out. I think it looks like high-end and something that you'd actually find in the shop. So I'm just taking my hot glue, and seeing as we've got this open part here, I'm just going to apply the glue on this half and the bottom half. And when you're placing your embroidery hoop on, you can have it completely fit and you can have it bigger if you want. This is the one that I've got, and I'm just going to make sure that there is even space around the mirror and the embroidery hoop before I stick it on. The trouble with hot glue is it sets very fast. So I'm actually using this backing that came with the mirror. It came with the backing of the mirror, and I'm just screwing that in so we can hang this. Isn't it amazing what you could do on a budget using just £1 or $1 items? I think this one is a lovely transformation, and I'm definitely going to enjoy it in my home. I think it's going to look equally as good if you don't have a laser engraver or a Cricut. Just having it plain is also beautiful. I'm really excited to share the last DIY with you because it's such a transformation. I took a simple planter dish, you know, the ones that you put at the bottom, and I've transformed it to something that looks way better. I'm going to be making a planter. You can also use this as a little side table or a tray, for example, so you can go without using legs if you want to. Or you can add legs and use it for whatever you want. So I'm going to be starting off by painting this just to match all of the rest of our DIYs. So I'm going to go with this saddle brown colour. So let's go ahead, paint this first. This is nice and dry now, and I'm going to add some legs using these Jenga blocks. I have marked, you can see my little marks there with a pen, so that I know where to stick them down. So I'm taking my hot glue to do this because I don't think I'm going to add anything too heavy. So I think this would be enough. Two down, two to go. So I've placed a cork trivet inside my plant. I haven't glued it in because it's really nice and snug. I decided to add some detail onto my cork, so I'm in my software just adding a design to my engraver. Then this is how my design came out from the engraver, the laser engraver. I'm so happy with it. I haven't tried cork before, and yeah, it's just wonderful. It's come out so beautiful. So if you don't have a laser engraver, because not everyone does, you can use a cricut, or you can just do this by hand, or just go without, have a plain one on top. But I think this just really finishes it off wonderfully, and I'm using two because of the length, or the depth rather. As you can see, two just fits perfectly, so I did need two this time round. So again, I'm not choosing to stick this down, I'm just trying to fit it in, and I think that's fine as is, but you can secure it down with some glue. Didn't I tell you that it's going to be a real transformation? Now I'm really finding it hard to choose between all of the projects. I think this might be my second favourite, maybe my first, I don't know. I also like the style. I don't typically go for this kind of style, but it's vibing with me lately. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to like and share this video, help inspire others to make beautiful decor on a budget. And here's my little apprentice watching. So that's all of today's projects. I really hope that they have inspired you and that you have enjoyed them just as much as I have. If you'd like to see more general home decor, let me know in the comments. I always thought everyone really loves seasonal and holiday, and I'm sure you all do, but I think maybe I do a little bit more of them compared to the general home decor, so I'll try and mix it up a little. As always, let me know your favourite in the comments below, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, take care, bye.